Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day where I'll be introducing you to another Punishing Grey Raven new battle suit or maybe battle frame. And today's topic is gonna be about Nanami, uh, Starfarer or Nanami Remote Star. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, when it comes to this new character, the thing about this new character is her category is basically a new type of frame. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Well, uh, when it comes to the other types of frame, the other types of frame are highly dependent on the orbs, whereas this character is less dependent on the orb when it is when this character is on her burst mode. Okay, or maybe on her signature move. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about that. So when it go to the detail section, obviously this detail section is incorrect. Okay, because when it comes to these memory sets, obviously it is gonna be this memory set called unimate is gonna be at the lower section and only one on the top, and this Einsteina is gonna be two on the top. Okay, so obviously from that point of perspective, the information here are as inaccurate as possible. I do not know why that happens. But in order for you to gain the proper information, go to this website, which goes by the name greyravens.com, and click on this character called Nanami Remote Star. Now, once you enter Nanami Remote Star, you will see that her name actually changed, which is now called Nanami Starfarer. Okay. Now, anyway, so when it comes to this character, her elemental damage dealing is 100% of fire. Basically speaking, she won't be doing any other type of damage dealing. So the possibility of her doing a certain amount of crit is gone. Anyway, her rank is considered as an S rank character. Basically speaking, you will be able to get this character within 60 pulls at the first time, but in the second time, you might need to get this character within 120 pulls. Okay, this is a tank type character, and her weapon is called Ultra Saw. It is basically her saw weapon, but it is now very large in size, and her signature weapon is called Implosion. Okay, and her gift is the same, but those are not the main point. The main point is, as you go downwards, you'll see that there are main build, DPS set, and pain gauge. Stick with this main build. Okay, because this is gonna be the one which is gonna be the most important one. Why? Because it takes a lot of time to actually upgrade the memory sets as well as resonance them, because if you are a free to play player, it is going to be a very hard topic, especially if you are also a beginner. Okay, now, as I said, two pieces of Einsteina is going to be on the top, not at the bottom, on the top. Okay, and only one unibit on the top. It doesn't matter if they are left, middle, right, it doesn't matter. Two pieces of Einsteina on the top and one pieces of unimate on the top. Okay, and four pieces, sorry, and the rest of the three pieces of unimate is going to be at the bottom. Okay, this is how it is going to be. Now, other than that, if you look at this here, this place here, it is considered as a general sub DPS set. Okay, this is a solo DPS set, which is not going to be that much useful, and this is a the pain cage set, which is also not going to be useful because majority of the time you will be gonna be dependent on this set here. Okay, now other than that, when it comes to the memory resonance, there is a top slot and the bottom slot. Now, those of you who are confused by what does this top slot and bottom slot mean, let me give you a good example. For example, let's say Lucia Alpha, Lucia Crimson Abyss. If I go to this section here and click on the training section and click on resonance, this is what it is meant by top section and the bottom section. Okay, because if you do not do that in that proper manner, then what will happen is you will not be able to get the proper resonance. So the thing that you should be doing is, when it comes to the top resonance, the top resonance is going to be attack plus HP 6x 6x, yes, and the bottom resonance is going to be class skill level 6x. Okay, so this is going to be the proper memory placement as well as the memory resonance of this character. Now, other than that, when it comes to Nanami Starfarer weapon resonance, the weapon resonance is going to be a little bit different because the diode torch is going to be one of the first thing which is going to be happening to this character. I haven't seen diode torch to any other characters at the moment. Anyway, so when it comes to diode torch, what it basically do, it inflict embers effect on dealing fire damage. Embers reduces the target fire resistance by 8 seconds by 8%, and it basically resets the duration every time. Okay, so the enemy basically takes 8% of damage for 8 seconds. Now, resonant echo, during the duration of effect inflicted by tank class is increased by 8 seconds, which is why it is second. Now, deadline timing is can be the last one, is because you will be using this character as a sub DPS character, and giving these characters ability to do a large quantity of combinations attack within a very short period of time, causing this character to actually do a large quantity of damage without even using this deadline timing, which is why you do not need to be highly orb dependent when it comes to this character. Now, other than that, there is this red, yellow, and blue resonance, sorry, blue orbs. Okay, other than that, this is the basic attack, signature attack, QTE, class awakening. Now, these are a lot of information here, which if you try to hear me say all of them, then the thing is, it is not going to be very effective. Rather, the game has decided to actually include in this her last bow in this current version and forward, is that if you go to the Celica's class, okay, here it is. If you go to Celica's class, you should be able to do this tutorial. Now, this tutorial is a lot different compared to the tutorials which happened before. Basically speaking, in this manner, you should be able to understand which type of thing you can do with this character. So basically speaking, if you are confused on how to use this character as efficiently as possible, right now Celica's class is actually the best example where you should be able to understand how to use this character as efficiently as possible. Now, other than that, the question remains is, okay, what is going to be her main team combination? Now, when it comes to her main team combination, obviously it is going to be in the following manner, which I have already downloaded because it takes a lot of time to actually load this page. Anyway, so her last bow is the name of the current patch, and in their current patch, it is recommended to use Ronald Flamebow, Nanami Remote Star, or Nanami Starfarer, and leave Empiria. Okay, now as I scroll downwards, the best team combination is going to be in the next patch is going to be Lee Fire, Nanami Remote Star, and leave Empiria, and then afterwards it is going to be Lee Hyperreal, Nanami Remote Star, and leave Empire. Okay, now if you think that this patch is going to be coming right afterwards, I have no idea whether that is going to be happening or not. But basically speaking, from the Chinese version, it is recommended that you use this team combination when Lee Hyperreal comes out. Other than that, the current version highly suggests that you use Ronald Flamebow and Nanami Remote Star and leave Empiria for the best fire attack team combination. Okay, now if you have gotten most of the information out of this video on how to use this character as a beginner and as an intermediate player, then obviously this video will be help you in the long run to get a proper idea of what you should be aiming for when you get this character. And should you even get this character, I highly recommend that you get this character, because the thing is, as you probably saw, that when it comes to fire tank, okay, there is not that much of fire tank character in this game. Only this Nanami Pulse and this Nanami Starfarer. Okay, so I highly suggest that you get this character if you don't have it. But if you have Nanami Pulse, slowly upgrade to this Nanami Starfarer, because it is going to be worth every time and investment by investing on this character. I highly recommend it. Okay, now If you find this video interesting, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. And I highly suggest that you get this character because, as I have already told you, there are not many tank fire type of characters. So I highly suggest that you get this character and your fire team damage dealing is gonna be through the roof. Okay. Now I am gonna say goodbye and see you again next time.